Hello everybody, welcome to TalentSprint. One of the most sought after bank exam, SBI Clerk Junior Associate 2018 exam notification is out. Now the vacancies are 8,301 as updated in the notification, and this is happening in two phases, phase 1 preliminary exam, phase 2 main exam. So I'm sure most of you have already started application because the last date to apply falls on Feb 10th, that is less than half a month. The highlight of this exam is that sectional cutoffs have been released this year. Right, no matter how much we stress on the fact that don't focus on the sectional cutoffs, aim higher, it being a competitive exam, just knowing what the sectional cutoff can be very comforting. Right, it relaxes you. So with that comforting news, let's move on. Who is eligible to apply for this exam? If you are in the age between 20 and 28 years old, you have a degree in any discipline from a recognized university, and if you're a citizen of India, you can apply. Right? For relaxation of upper age limit, please refer to the notification. Now, what is the exam pattern as such? Now, the preliminary exam has 3 sections: the English language with 30 questions, quantitative aptitude with 35 questions, and reasoning ability with 35 questions. So that's a total of 100 questions, 100 marks in 60 minutes. Now, the main exam has 4 sections to it. The first section, general English with 40 questions, and then you have quantitative aptitude with 50 questions. Then you have reasoning ability and computer aptitude with 50 questions. And then the final section is general or financial awareness for 50 questions. So that's a total of 190 questions for 200 marks in 2 hours and 40 minutes. Okay, so what you would need to do is, especially for the sectional cutoffs, refer to the notification because there's section wise and category wise cutoffs. Right? So I'm sure that will kind of also help you in your preparation. Now there are some prerequisites to start your online application process, right? And if this is not your first time, you already know what those are. You need to have a valid email ID and a mobile number. Of course, it should be active until at least the results are declared. Apart from this, it's also good to keep handy other documents related to your educational qualification. You also need a colored passport size photograph and a scanned copy of your signature. Now, if this is not your first time, again, please refer to the notification for specifications related to the signature and the passport size photograph. So I'm here to help you with your online application process so that you will know exactly what to do and how to apply. So let's get started with that. So you get to this page where important events are given here to your extreme left hand side, where it tells you when the online registration application started, which was the 20th of this month, January 2018, and the last day to apply is 10th of February 2018. If you need to edit anything in your application, then again the last date would be 10th of February 2018. The last date for printing your application will be 25th of February 2018, and the online fee payment will fall anywhere between 20th to 10th of February 2018. And if you're aware, it's 600 rupees for general category and 100 rupees for SC, ST, PWD and OBC category. So if you move on to the extreme right hand side section, you have login for already registered candidates. This is when you go through the application process, a registration number will be generated, which you need to note down and keep handy because it will help you to go back and restart your application in case you haven't been able to complete it in one go, right? And then you have the reference documents. How to apply is what I'm taking you through. There are some frequently asked questions which I would advise you to go through as well. So let's begin the process. You see this orange rectangle box right on top. Click here for new registration. We're going to click on that. Okay, so there are some important points to be noted. You can quickly skim through this. Basically, it reinforces certain information that is already available in the notification, right? So you can also go through this, but this is something that you will know if you've gone through the notification. So if you look at it, there's 5 steps to this process. The basic info is the first step, and then you need to upload your photo and signature. That's step 2. Step 3 is other details, and 4th step is where you will preview your application process, and the 5th step is where the online payment comes into play. So let's get started. So you confirm your first name, middle name and your last name. Move on. Feed in your mobile number. Confirm the same. Feed in an alternate number. Write your, feed in your email ID. Confirm the same. And enter the word in the text box as in the image. Save and next. A pop-up box appears which asks you, are you sure the data entered in is correct? As no change, edit of application will be allowed after final submit. If yes, click OK. Otherwise, click cancel. Don't worry about it. Just click OK and move forward. It will take you to the next phase, which is where you need to upload your photo and signature. But if you look at this page, you have this green, fluorescent green rectangular box popping up right above. I would like you to make a note of this and the password. This is in case you have not been able to complete the application process in one sitting and you want to revisit your application. And this will happen only in the case of maybe you're not sure of the information that you've fed in, the details, you want to check something, or you don't have the information handy while going through the application process. That's why it's important for you to keep all the information that you need to complete your application process beforehand, before you start the application process. So let's go ahead and upload the photograph. And then you can upload the signature. Once you've done both, click on next. Right, so these are the details, basic details. The city and state. Right, so it is important. So these are, everything that you see with a red asterisk symbol are mandatory fields that needs to be filled in. Okay, so this question is important. Do you have 10th or 12th standard mark sheet certificate evidencing having studied the official local language? So this is a must. So in case you're clicking your category, another pop-up box says please indicate your category correctly in the online application form. No change in category will be permitted after submission. Candidates belonging to OBC non-creamy layer should indicate OBC in the online application form and should be able to produce the OBC certificate containing the non-creamy layer clause issued during the period 1/4/2017 to the date of interview if called for interview. Click OK. And please note that no change in category will be permitted after final submission of your application. Okay, subcast, it's not mandatory field, so if you want to, you can mention it here. Are you a person with disability? No. So everything pertaining to disability will be nullified. Are you suffering from cerebral palsy and your writing speed is affected? Yeah, all of this you will not be, because it's all related to disability, right? So the next question that you need to select is religion, which religion you belong to, right? So quickly select that. The next question, are you seeking relaxation under widow, divorced women, women judicially separated from their husbands and who are not remarried? If applicable, click accordingly. Right? Are you a person domiciled in the state of Jammu and Kashmir during the period 1/1/1980 to 31/12/1989? Are you an ex-serviceman? Are you a disabled ex-serviceman? Again, pertaining to the same question, so you won't be able to do that. Period of service also. Are you a dependent of servicemen? All of those. Are you already working in SBI in the clerical office category? That's the next mandatory field that has to be filled, right? Are you an earlier employed in State Bank of India and resigned from the bank while in clerical office cadre? Click accordingly. Do you have record of default and repayment of loans, credit card dues, and or against whose name adverse report of CIBIL or other external agencies? No. Are there adverse report regarding character and antecedents moral turpitude? No. Do you hold an Aadhaar card? If yes, please click that and feed in your Aadhaar card. If no, just click no and move forward. Do you hold Aadhaar enrollment number? If yes, click yes. If no, click no and move forward. Do you belong to the state of Assam, Meghalaya, Jammu and Kashmir? State or union territory to which the preliminary examination center belongs, please select the relevant state. So the state code will automatically appear. The center again, please select the center. Main examination and the center. The next field you will feed in your date of birth, personal details. So click and then feed in your gender, marital status, your father's first name, your mother's first name and last name, and your address for correspondence. And the pin code. And if it's the same as address for correspondence, click the box. Choose the address for GST invoicing. Just say permanent address or communication address. It wouldn't matter if it's the same. And the amount is mentioned because depending on the category that you've chosen, and you validate your details. So when you validate, it says one or more errors found in page. So maybe you missed out on something. So go back and check. So it is mandatory for you to feed in your Aadhaar card number. Only exception being that if you belong to the state of Assam, Meghalaya and Jammu and Kashmir. And you can move forward clicking save and next. And then it asks for your experience, languages and educational qualifications. So let's quickly fill that. If you have any work experience, please select that, or if you have any other integrated dual degree or post-graduation or professional qualification experience, please feed in that. If you wish to take pre-exam training, please select that appropriately, and the center for training. Please fill in other languages that you know. And please make sure you check the boxes read, write and speak. Validate your details, verify it successfully, save and move on. So this is the fourth step where you go ahead and preview your application process. So please go through this. And once you're sure about the information that you have fed in, please click on I agree and click on final submit. So it asks you, are you sure as no change edit of application will be allowed after submit? Just click OK. And this is the last step, which is the payment phase. 600 rupees is your fee based on your category. Enter the word in the text box as in the image and click on submit. Do you want to submit? Okay. So as soon as you finish submitting, it takes you to the payment gateway where you can choose the options which you are comfortable with or which is convenient for you to complete the online payment application. So whether it's debit card, credit card, internet banking, or other options like cash cards, etc. Fill in whatever details that are required and you make the payment. So once you complete this process, that brings you to the end of the application process. What you can do is you can wait for and then take a printout of the application process and keep a copy of that with you. You don't have to send it to the bank, and all you need to do is just wait for the bank to get back to you with other information or details pertaining to the exam itself. So wishing all of you who are appearing for this exam all the very best from TalentSprint, and you can be rest assured that we will have sessions helping you in your preparation for this exam. So watch out that space and keep practicing and stay focused. We will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.